Let us simplify the Global Career Scholarship Program Undergraduate Studies. In this video, I'll be sharing with you how, what, all the things you need to know about the Global Career Scholarship Program, tips that you'll be able to do in order to get that scholarship, and the reality of being a scholar here in South Korea. So I've been making these kinds of videos in 2021 once I arrived here in South Korea, and then through that I was able to get more information through research, asking questions, and here's to summarize the undergraduate studies. You must be under 25 years old before the official announcement. So at least that's the limit in terms of age. There's no lower limit as long as you have graduated high school in your home country. It's 17, you've graduated high school, perfect. You can apply for the scholarship program. That's the age limit. Grade 80% and above. So for the Philippine setup, we have senior high school and junior high school. You have to have a grade of above 80% as an average for both levels. If you graduated from other countries with a different grading system, it should be the high school grading system above 80% or the last year of grading, which is like usually the fourth year, above 80%. If your grade is below 80%, you can still apply to the Global Career Scholarship Program through a certificate that proves that your grade is below 80%, but you're in the top 20% of the graduating batch. But think of it this way. Do you think a scholarship program will grant a scholarship to a student with a very low grade? That's already a red flag. So if you're applying for the Global Career Scholarship Program, make sure you have good grades. That's an obvious requirement. Aside from that, you need to prove your citizenship, that you're not Korean or you have other nationality outside of Korean nationality. So birth certificate, a passport will do. Birth certificate, transcript of record, certificate of graduation, these all documents should all be apostilled or consular confirmed. Don't ask me how to do it in your home country because I'm not from your home country. You need to do your own research. How to apostille my document, how to apostille process in my home country. That's your job. And in this simplification, I just want to explain some of the things that you need to know. Is it required to have a passport? No. You can apply to the scholarship program without passport. And the thing is, a lot of you are asking if that's a factor. To be honest, it's not really a factor if they'll accept you or not. But think of it this way in a convenience perspective. If you got selected for the Global Career Scholarship Program and it takes you years to process your passport in your home country, you'll be rejected even if you get selected by NIED. The reason being, you cannot fly out without a passport. So that's something that you need to think of. For the Global Career Scholarship Program, undergraduate, graduate studies, they have different tracks, embassy track, university track. For undergraduate studies, embassy track is simply just applying through the online platform, clicking your home country's embassy, the Korean embassy in your home country, and then submitting your documents through the online application form. There's a portal, you must upload all your documents there. You have apostilled your birth certificate, scan it, upload it. Apostilled passport, apostilled transcript of grades, apostilled certificate of graduation, scan, upload. So those are the things you need to remember. The online application platform is for embassy track. That's based on the recent application process. We're not yet sure again for the 2027 September application, this September 2026. So we have to wait, but that's what's given. Embassy track, online. University track, you need to submit, fill out all the forms, fill all the information, print them out, then submit through courier, post, or delivery. You need to put them in an envelope and then send to your respective universities. Key differences. Embassy track, at least 3 universities. University track, you can only apply to 1. If you apply for the embassy track and the Korean embassy in your home country decided to not invite you for further process or reject you, you can apply for the university track. That's only possible, again, if you apply for the embassy track first and then got rejected. This time you can apply through the university track. However, if you decided already to apply through the university track, you cannot go back. If you failed in the university track, you cannot reroute to the embassy track. That's not how it works. So at least that's something that you need to know before choosing your tracks. But of course, the negative side is, usually, there are more people accepted in the university track compared to the embassy track because embassy track usually 1 to 2 slots. But for the university track, they usually have 3, 4, 5. And there are more courses offered under the university track in terms of if you're STEM focused, if you're focused on research, AI, engineering, math, these things are prioritized. And as I have been mentioning in my videos, all of my videos, it might sound harsh, it might be scaring other people, but this is the reality. The Global Career Scholarship Program is moving towards an AI-centric scholarship program. There are courses offered that are not science engineering based, but based on the grading system, based on how NIED will assess your documents. They put a lot of points, benefits if you choose STEM. And again, if you want to maximize your chances, that's something that you have to consider. And I'm not saying just change your degree or change your course. You can still study business, but adjacent to tech. Instead of just doing hardcore business administration, why not pivot to management information system or something about supply chain management or AI in business? These things are still, in essence, by its core, it's still business. But again, there's more of an infused idea of technology and AI. That's actually easier to justify. And again, these are some of the preferences of the NIED. IELTS topic are still not required, but if you have them, you have bonus points. Think of that again. It's not required, but you have bonus if you have them. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make a survey of, I wish I will know how many of the undergraduate passers who are already here in South Korea got the scholarship without topic and IELTS. But probably, my rough estimate, at least 20% of those passers do not have either IELTS or TOPIK. 80% of them either have TOPIK or IELTS, or at least both. Because again, if I am NIET, I will be selecting people who already have the advantage of knowing the language. Because you're going to South Korea to study Korean. The courses here are in Korean. They might be English courses, but 70-80% of the classes will be in Korean. If you're not aware how to select classes, courses, or subjects here in South Korea, you'll experience a hell when it comes to securing these slots. But all the interface, all the website, all the portal are in Korean. So if I am NIET and I have a list of students, 5 students, one has TOPIK and IELTS, the other 4 don't have TOPIK or IELTS, nor any language certificates. It's logical for NIED to choose the one with TOPIK or IELTS. But then again, I'll be going back to the announcement. It's not required. It's just that it's preferred. And they already gave you the tip. It's not required. It's preferred. So I mean, if you want to get those preferences, extra points, this is the perfect time for you to start studying Korean and getting those TOPIK certificates, which I know are expensive. But are you willing to trade off some cash, some costs for today in order for a better future? Or you're okay taking the risk of processing your documents and then hoping for the best and getting to aim that 1-2 slots for your country? I'm not pushing you, I'm not mandating you, I'm not requiring you to get TOPIK or IELTS, but this is the direction of the scholarship. And I'm giving you as straight as possible because I don't want you wasting your money having your documents apostilled, notarized, consular confirmed, with it being incomplete in terms of package. This is the reality. So in terms of scholarship benefits, it's the same for embassy track and the university track. You'll be receiving a lot of money, 1.3 million Korean won, estimated around 900 USD every month. No need to pay any tuition fee. That 900 USD is the one that you'll be using to pay for your dormitory, you pay for your food, expenses, and everything. Some universities would offer their dormitories for free. Some would even give more money if you're a global Korea scholar. These are the things that you'll be able to find out once you have selected or researched about their universities. And again, don't ask me which university is good for this, which track should I choose, which one is better. No track is better. Both have positives and negatives. Universities, it's your choice. You need to be so sure about the university that you will choose by researching it, doing a research on the website, asking professors, researching the professors. The personal statement and study plan are additional requirements that you have to submit. These are more of the things that could speak. These are the things that can stand alone. The personal statement and study plan. When you submit your documents with these essays, it must capture everything, that your motivation, why you want to study in South Korea, why do you want to pursue a bachelor's degree in South Korea, Why do you think GKS is an important scholarship? Why South Korea? And never write BTS if there's no any scientific or academic research behind it. I can write BTS by mentioning BTS is like an economic force in Korean economy and soft power, and look at it on the international relations perspective. That could actually work. However, if you're just gonna write, I want to study in South Korea because of BTS, this is the perfect time for you to reflect and see if you really want to study or just be a tour here in South Korea. There's so many things you need to know about the Global Career Scholarship Program, but this is the simplified version of the things you need to do. There are specific deadlines. Undergraduate starts on September. Once the announcement is open, there will be a specific time frame for you to apply through the embassy track, which is in the website, which is on the studyinkorea.go.kr. And then for the embassy track, that's the most important thing that you need to know, the website. University track, you need to get the information about your university, how to send your documents, when to send your documents, the deadlines, the receiving institutions, the specific address. And then some of you are still asking, Justin, how to check if the university received my documents. To be honest, the universities are not mandated by law to reply to you if they received your documents. So you must have the initiative to, hello, this is Justin from the Philippines. Let me see if the documents have arrived because I've checked in the courier that it's already arrived. They'll be replying if they were able to see it. But best tip, if you want to connect with any professor, Korean teacher, Korean student, universities in South Korea, don't email them in English. Email them in Korean. We have AI, ChatGPT. Use them to translate. These are very important things you need to know. And again, the Global Career Scholarship Program is a prestigious academic competition-based, merit-based scholarship. If you think that you have the advantage, that's the perfect time for you to rethink if you really have the advantage. Having good grade is not enough anymore. Having a lot of leadership skills are not enough anymore. It's about the language, your dedication, and one important thing. How will you be able to manage, or how will you be able to accomplish the scholarship? Those are the things that they'll be looking for the next Global Career Scholars. And if you're applying to the scholarship program, this is a perfect time for you to start preparing. You may like, share, comment, anything you need to know about the Global Career Scholarship Program, especially if they're not on the guidelines or it's unclear in the guidelines. If you want to ask me how to start, go to the guidelines, read top to bottom, and then after that, I hope you'll be able to know how to apply. And again, see you in my next video.